that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape. And to conclude with that, Galatians 5:9. Oh no, Philippians chapter 1 verse 22. To live is Christ, and to die is gain.
Absolutely.
So consider it all good, count it all joy.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Come on, brother.
Verse 12. Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities.
Don't be discouraged. Come on, bro.
But that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for the chastenings of our nation.
See, but the Lord loves those, and he chastens those he loves.
That's right.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5 through 10.
Otherwise, you're a bastard, child.
You see that? The Lord, if he love you, he gonna chasten us, because had we not been going against him, the Greeks would have had no power.
That's right.
To come in and do what they did to us. Feel me? Had we not been going against him, the so-called white man that you call the devil wouldn't have had no power to throw you on slave ships. See that? So the moral of the story is, stop going against your God.
That's right.
Which comes from a Hebrew word which means power. Why are you going against your power? Come on, brother.
For it is a token of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punishment. For not as with the other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they be come to the fullness of their sins. So dealeth he with us. Least that being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us. And therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us. And though he punish with adversities, yet doth he never forsake his people.
Though he punished with adversity, he never forsakes his people. It's for a chastening of our nation, it's for our embetterment.
That's right.
All right, come on, brother.
But let this that we have spoken for a warning unto us, before a warning to us. And now we will come to the declaring of this matter in few words. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
Try to force this brother to eat swine.
That's right.
Which you so love to eat today. See, you had to almost kill some of our people because they wouldn't even eat it. Because why? It's a filthy animal. It's an abomination according to God. Old and New Testament. Old and New Testament. Peter's vision in Acts chapter 10, read down in verse 28. It was a vision about unclean people, right. Gentiles. It wasn't about him eating something that God had already ordained was unclean. It was a vision. You can't eat a vision anyway.
Right.
You can't even eat a vision. What are you talking about? Read down in verse 28 and you're going to see that vision was talking about unclean men, hence Gentiles coming into the fold, receiving the faith. Come on, brother.
But he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth, and came of his own accord to the torment.
See that? He spit it out of his mouth and walked with his own accord over to the guillotine. Oh, or the torture block. Like, man, I'm not finna let this stain my everything I've been living for and teaching and preaching. Think I'm finna eat some swine because you got death on the table? You finna have to take my head for this. That's the spirit us as men and women need to be praying for.
That's right.
To stand on the word of God. All right, come on, bro.
As it behooved them to come, that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for the love of life to be tasted.
As are not lawful for the love of life to be tasted. You see that? But we love them pig feet and them listening sandwiches today. Pigger sandwich. And chitterlings. I mean, bro, Zeke and Obey was in the store the other day. Or yourself. They was in the store the other day, bro, and they're ordering some chitlins. Cause like they still eat that? Are you serious? Pig intestines. They got boo-boo in them amongst many other abominations.
That's why they gotta get them.
Dang. Come on, brother.
We ain't got long, y'all.
We almost done.
But they that had the charge of the wicked feast, for an old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provisions, such as was lawful for him to use, and make as he did eat of the flesh, taken from the sacrifices commanded by the king.
So they say, you know, go ahead and act like you ate it. Go ahead and grab some of that lamb that you love to eat, Eleazar, and then eat your lamb, but the crowd gonna think you ate the swine. So, act, you know, act like you ate it, in other words.
Right.
Front like you ate it. What did he do? Oh, okay, yeah, I'll mess around, go ahead and do that. Cool. Woo! Escape the guillotine. So I can eat the lamb, but everybody else that's looking gonna think I ate the swine.
Right.
Cool, right? Huh?
He said,
He said, no. All right, come on, let's read what he did. Come on, bro.
That in so doing, he might be delivered from death. And for the old friendship with them had favor.
You know, they was cool with him and everything. Cool with him, you know, you all good, you eat your meat, but they gonna think you ate the swine, and then it's all good. But remember, even Paul in his letters, he always talk about for conscience sake. If this make my brother to offend, I won't do it as long as the world stands.
that's right.
So what other people see you doing and observe you doing does matter. Right? Because that can cause them to stumble at the word of God.
That's right.
So he could have been like, okay, I can eat the lawful meat, but then everybody looking would have been like, he just sold out and did that. That's the elder right there, man. I learned so much from the brother. It's okay to eat that and worship Zeus, and then the whole nation would have went off.
That's right.
So he refused to even act like he ate it. Come on, brother.
But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age, and the excellence of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray head, whereunto he was come, and his hope and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by God.
True education. The holy law made and given by God.
That's right.
Come on, brother.
Therefore he answered according.
He answered what?
According.
This is how he answered. Come on.
And willed them
Straight ways.
to send him to the grave.
Send me to the grave. I'm not even finna act like I ate that.
Right.
Huh? Thought about it, tripped off everybody, the brothers he raised and all this, the elder. And answered accordingly, send me to the casket.
Right.
I'm not eating that. I'm not even gonna act like I ate it because everybody else gonna go off. Act like you got the mark of the beast, dog.
Right.
And then everybody else come behind you and actually get it. Their blood is on you.
That's right.
And this elder knew that. Come on, brother.
For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble.
See, yo, just because you old, that ain't no excuse.
That's right.
You feel me? Your age ain't no reason for you to sell out or dissemble. Come on, brother.
Whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being fourscore years old and 10, were now gone to a strange religion.
Bro, 90 years old. He said, man, they gonna think I done flipped and sold out if I do that.
That's right.
Can't do it. Come on, brother.
So they through mind hypocrisy and desire to live a little time.
No, a long time.
A little time.
See, your desire to live a little bit longer. Because even when you sell out with that for the Antichrist, you're gonna be eating Matrix food, slop and porridge, for like 3.5 years. You ain't be eating steak. You ain't the elite. You ain't make the cut. Slop and porridge. For you to live a little while longer. Or you can choose to die gloriously for the Lord.
That's right.
Come on, brother.
And a moment longer should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to my old age and make it abominable.
See that? This is what we mean by living blameless. Don't mean the brother never sinned, but when his faith was on the line, he didn't waver. Ain't finna get no stain on me. You ain't finna come up off me and then it'll be an excuse for you to be doing wicked.
That's right.
He said, oh no, I can't do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not even gonna fake like it. We don't have that spirit today. We be like, oh no, boo-boo, go ahead, oh no. Yeah, do that so you won't get hurt. But that wasn't the spirit on the real forefathers that we had. They was ride or die for the Lord. Not for the streets, not for your homeboy, for the Lord. Come on, brother.
For though for a present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape from the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead.
Either I may escape y'all for a little bit, but I ain't getting away from the Lord. There's a judgment coming.
That's right.
I won't get away from that. I'm cool. Come on, brother.
Wherefore now, manfully changing his life, I will show myself such as one, as mine age required, and leave a notable example to such as being young, to die willingly and courageously for the honor and holy laws. And when he had said these words, immediately he went to the torment that they led him, changing the goodwill that they bare him a little before into hatred, because the foresaid speeches proceeded, as they thought, from a desperate mind. But when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, it is a manifest unto the Lord that had the holy knowledge, that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pains in body and being beaten, by being beaten, but in soul am well content to suffer these things, because I fear him.
I'm well content to go through this. I fear the Lord, not man.
That's right.
Even Christ himself say, fear not him that can kill the body, but fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell. That's what you need to be scared of. Not no man. Let's finish it off, bro.
And thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of noble courage, and a memorable and a memorial of virtual, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation.
Yeah, but then when y'all get a chance, y'all read that chapter 7. Another excellent story about a woman and her 7 sons, and how they stood up against